We do. And I want to get her in real quick, and I apologize because I know our little studio here is in the woods. Yeah, a lot. Oh, we are right now with Michelle from Fierce Entertainment. And don't worry, guys, she will be back so where we can get a full exclusive of Michelle. Michelle, real quick on your description in regards with Fierce. And how did you get here? I want them to know your testimony and your journey real quick.
Hey, everybody. Well, first of all, it's honestly, it's a pleasure even being here right now. It still feels surreal. But my journey with Fierce, it's really incredible how it happened. It's kind of awesome how God always has like just a mysterious plan for everything. I started to take on event planning. Wow. And I went to a first brunch-in type of networking thing. And I was super nervous, and I actually met people there that were from Fierce. They're like, go ahead, sign up, volunteer, you can get involved. And I'm like, okay, cool, perfect. I'm actually thinking about like models, how I might need models and stuff for my events and, all these things. So I'm just mixing one thing with the other. I signed on to volunteer, and it's kind of funny because I went through a rough time right after that after it was all resolved, I'm kind of like, okay, God, at this point in my life now, what happens? And I kid you not, that same week I had my volunteer email gets responded to and telling me, hey, this week we're doing some events at Fierce, do you want to be a volunteer? I'm like, oh my God, a whole month later, like that's crazy.
Wow.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. And God is just good. Like His grace I really feel like it's been over me. His favor has been over me. I walked in that day, and ironically enough, Rob, which, he's the big man, he's our manager, he kind of threw me under the bus and was like, hey, I need somebody that speaks Spanish to interview these people. And I'm like, the girl next to me, Lee, actually, she's on our team. She actually just finished telling me, I don't speak Spanish. So when Rob came up to me and told me, hey, I need somebody to speak Spanish, that was like God telling me, it's your turn.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa, yeah, sure, I've never done an interview, but yeah, do it. Let's
so
do
you
it.
just did it?
I just did it. I took
Wow.
the mic and we interviewed the Spanish singers that were on that night.
Good for you.
And then he ended up following up with me. Like, I was super excited because I'm like, oh my God, I didn't expect this. I just came in to volunteer. I definitely didn't expect to like see all this fashion
That's
design.
because you placed yourself in that position. You know that, right?
I really
People are
believe
afraid.
that.
They fear stops them.
My boss tells me I'm a risk taker. That's why he hired me. And I'm like, I just do it. When my boss first hired me, he was like, hey, I'm going to retire in 6 months.
Whoa.
And I'm like, well, I need a job. So if I have to find another job in 6 months, then so be it. I need it now. So, and the same thing with Rob when he kind of put me on there. Even with Star, it was funny. She's like, hey, can you ask the designers some questions? I'm like, what do I ask a designer? Like, I don't know. But honestly, I think it's just God's favor that's really like helping me manage it and execute it, and just kind of like perfect timing how the team's coming together. I could have came in the beginning of it. I could come later on when it's built, but it's kind of cool how he's bringing me on to meet such awesome people. Right. And right before Fashion Week, and
well, that's
like
your time.
Whole new exposure. Yeah,
that's your time.
Exposure. Well, thank you.
Well, this is what I say when don't let fear ever stop you. I say it all the time.
It's true.
And everyone's afraid. It's okay to fail, guys, because you can't grow until you fail. And so within that said, you jumped in it and you didn't let it stop you. Which that shows character within yourself.
Thanks.
So they'll be able to use you to knowing that she's gonna try. Regardless, she's gonna try.
Even getting here, I was like, oh my God.
I know, and she didn't give up.
Yeah, I got frustrated. I'm like, look, do you guys just call in? Just call in. Just call me in.
She even said that.
I'll just pull over and we'll just do it because I don't, but here I am, so I'm super excited. Like,
she's like, I'll just call in.
Yeah, I've been praying about this. Like,
and she didn't give up. Now it's almost 11 o'clock, so FDA regulations are going to cut us off the air. So real quick, announce how can they find you on social media?
They can find me on social media, definitely through our Fierce page. As well as my Instagram is michelle.smile with 2 E's at the end. So you guys are more than welcome to follow me. I'm kind of getting used to this whole accepting the love